Picture talking to an AI the way you talk to a person, interrupting it, finishing its sentences, no awkward pause while it waits for you to stop talking. Almost every model today cannot do that, not really. They wait for you to finish, transcribe, think, then reply one clean turn at a time. Thinking Machines Lab, the startup Mira Murati founded after leaving OpenAI, just shipped something different, a model class they call an interaction model, built to listen and respond continuously the way people actually talk. Let us break down what that actually means. Look, under the hood, an interaction model treats a conversation as one continuous stream rather than a sequence of tidy turns. Here is the path a single moment of speech takes, from your microphone to the model's reply. This is the raw feed. Audio, video, and text pour in together, natively multimodal, handled by the same model rather than bolted on afterward. Reportedly, it is a mixture of experts trained from scratch, so it never waits on a separate speech-to-text step, because sound and pixels are first-class inputs from the very start. Here the stream gets sliced into tiny time-aligned microturns, each roughly 200 milliseconds long. Instead of waiting for you to go quiet, the model reads and writes in these small chunks, interleaving your incoming tokens with its own outgoing ones. It stays half a breath ahead, forming a reply while you are still speaking. Once the chunks arrive, the model reasons over them on the fly. Thinking Machines describes a large mixture of experts, reportedly around 276 billion parameters with only 12 billion active per step, which keeps it fast. Crucially, there is no external voice activity detector deciding when your turn ends. The model itself judges the rhythm of the conversation. As it processes, it is already streaming speech back, chunk by chunk, inside the same continuous loop. That means it can start answering, pause when you cut in, and pick right back up, real-time and bidirectional. Thinking Machines reports turn-taking latency near 0.4 of a second, though those figures are self-reported for now. So how is this actually different from the chatbots we already use every day? Put the two rhythms side by side. Think about a standard chat model. You send a full message, it processes the whole thing, then it hands back a complete reply, one clean turn at a time. A separate system has to detect when you stop talking. That request-response rhythm is fine for typing, but in live voice it leaves an awkward gap on every single turn. Here the model never really stops listening. Input and output overlap inside the same continuous stream, so it can react mid-sentence, absorb interruptions, and keep the back and forth tight. Reportedly, it scores far higher on Thinking Machines' own interaction benchmark than a leading real-time competitor, though independent labs have not yet reproduced those results under realistic conditions. Strip it right back, and three things make an interaction model feel genuinely new. Everything runs through one natively multimodal model. Audio, video, and text are trained together from scratch, not stitched from separate speech and language systems. Because the modalities share a single representation, the model can respond to a tone of voice or a gesture without a clumsy handoff between bolted-on components. Rather than waiting for whole turns, the model works in tiny time-aligned chunks of roughly 200 milliseconds. It interleaves what it hears with what it says, so understanding and speaking happen at once. This is the trick that collapses the pause, letting a reply begin before you have even finished your thought. Built for real conversation, it drops the external voice activity detector entirely and judges turn-taking itself. Thinking Machines reports latency close to 0.4 of a second and is shipping it as a limited research preview, with a wider release planned later in 2026. Those benchmark numbers, to be clear, remain the company's own. Alright, let us lock in the essentials. An interaction model is a new class of AI from Thinking Machines Lab, trained from scratch to process audio, video, and text together for live conversation. Instead of waiting for full turns, it works in continuous chunks near 200 milliseconds, interleaving listening and speaking so a reply can start almost immediately. Because it drops the external voice activity detector and streams both directions at once, it handles interruptions and mid-sentence reactions that turn-based request-response models simply cannot. Reportedly, it posts far lower turn-taking latency than leading real-time systems, though those numbers still await independent testing. Curious about the models actually reshaping AI? Come explore them with us over at standarity.com.